I was recently asked the question, how do I make myself do something I don't really want to do? So I'm going to answer that question today. From time to time, my clients, my students, and possibly even myself ask the question, how do I get myself to do something that I don't really want to do? If it's getting up in the morning and exercising, or writing a book, or doing a, miracle morning where you wake up and do some wonderful things for yourself, or whatever it is, we have to have a why. If there is not a strong why, that would be the purpose, the intention, the desire to do something, motivation is going to be hard. There's a really good chance that if you are not doing something that you say you want to do or should be doing, or you're just not doing something that's on your list, it's probably because there's not a strong enough why for you, a really good solid reason for doing it. And if we're lacking in a why, then it's really going to be hard to muster up that motivation. And then we need something called willpower. And I believe I have another YouTube video about willpower versus want power. And if I don't, then I'll make one real quick. But asking yourself a few questions. The main questions first is why, but we don't really ask why too much in NLP because it starts to give reasons and excuses. But sometimes those reasons and excuses can be very motivating and powerful. A more important question, 2 important questions, 3 important questions, I've just come up with another one. For what purpose do you want something, or for what intention do you want something? When you ask yourself those questions and loop them over and over and over and over and over, so for what purpose would I want to get up and exercise to be healthy? And for what purpose would I want to be healthy to live a long life? What would be the intention of a long life would be to be able to share and give back even more. And we can continue to chunk up, which is the technical term for this, to find the positive intention. So for what purpose and what intention are 2 great questions to start to find your why. Another interesting question looks at values. Values are what is important to us. And so that question is, what is important to you? What is important to you about exercise, or what's important to you about giving back, or what's important to you about being healthy? And then we can start to identify our values as well. If a person's values are not strong enough, then again, there might not be a strong enough why. The only real way to make yourself do something is either tenaciously make yourself get up and do something. And it takes between about 10 to 13 times to create a new habit. It's easier to do and more fun and more fulfilling if you actually want to do something. So to help yourself want to do something in the first place, find a very strong why, chunk up and find the positive intention and the purpose for it, and also find the values, what is important to you about it. And most likely that will help to spur and spark that motivation. If not, we've got a variety of other NLP techniques. Or sometimes we can also go, you know what? It's not for me right now. And you know what? That's okay too. Thanks so much for the question. Send more to them. I love answering your questions. And I will see you next time.